magic flute, though. And normally we have Stephen, who is our Tamino, and he couldn't come because of his class. So what you're going to see is the snake and a fill-in, Mick, who is our Tamino, because mostly the scene is the three ladies. And we didn't want to cut this scene because the three ladies do such a great job. So this is the very opening of Magic Flute. Tamino's running from the serpent. There's our serpent. Yeah. And he faints. And the three ladies come. And they're there for the Queen of the Night. And they're just supposed to help him and revive him. And they have a big fight because each one of them would like to stay with him. But none of them are allowed to. And since they can't decide who would stay, none of them gets to stay. This is in German, so if you understand German, hopefully you'll understand it. And if not, if you don't understand it, it's because it's in German. So, so there are synopses if you want more in depth on the back. So actors, take your places, and you'll be hearing Thomas Stumpf on the piano tonight.
Nein, nein, das kann nicht sein.
Good. So Mick just volunteered to be Tamino, and I think she got a little surprised by the pulling of her body parts. So next we go to Wonderful Town by Leonard Bernstein. And this is a wonderful musical. And it's these two sisters who've moved to New York, and they miss Ohio. They're from Ohio because there's a lot that's going on in New York that's fairly unattractive. Some of that hasn't changed. So we put a little twist on this. And so we had it set in at Tufts. And when the first singer comes in, there was a F on her paper. And so they're both from Ohio, and they want to go back to Ohio because they're freshmen in college, so they could really relate to that. So here is Ohio.
Oh, Ruth. Now, Eileen, everything is going to be all right. It's awful. Never mind. Try and sleep.
I can't sleep.
Try. Make your mind blank.
I can't. I try to keep thinking of Ohio.
Oh, Eileen. Me too. Why, oh, why, oh, why, oh. Why did we ever leave Ohio? Why did I wander to find what lies yonder when life was so cozy at home? Wandering while I wander, why did I fly? Why did I roam? Oh, why did I leave Ohio? Maybe I'd better go. O-H-I-O. Maybe I'd better go. Now listen, Eileen. Ohio was stifling. We just couldn't wait to get out of the place. With Mom saying Ruth what no date this evening,
And Pop with Eileen to be home dear by 10.
those gossipy neighbors, and everyone yapping who's going with who.
And dating those strips that I've known since I'm 4.
The Kiwanis Club dance.
On the basketball floor.
Cousin Maud with her lectures on sin.
On a bar, Hazel Black.
Cousin Min.
Ezra 9.
Hannah Finn.
Just hopeless.
Babity.
Stuffy.
Provincial. They
So next scene, we're going to Le Nozze di Figaro. Again, this one will be in Italian. So those of you who speak Italian, hopefully you understand. You'll still understand because they'll show you. So this is Act 2. A lot has happened in Act 1. The things that you need to know are the fact that the Count has been unfaithful to his wife, the Countess, Wave Countess. Okay. And he also wants to institute the droit du signor, which is this agreement that he, as the Lord, could bed his servant on their wedding night, or before or after. Susanna's there. She does not want to be bedded. She wants to, by him, she wants to marry Figaro. And then we have Cherubino, who you're going to meet, and he's adolescent page who's in love with everyone, but particularly the Countess. So here you see him, he has a song that he has written, and Susanna is urging him to sing it. And then they also have this plan of dressing Cherubino up as one of them to catch the Count in his infidelities. That turns out not the way they catch him, but that you don't need to know now. Marriage of Figaro.
Quanto dormi, Susanna, che questo giovinetto abbia del cotte stravagante udito. Ah, tu non sai, ma per qualcosa mai dove stessai non venne, dove la canzonetta eccola, appunto facciam che ce la canti, zitto, piangente, ed adesso avanti, signor Viziale, ah, non chiamarmi con nome sì fetele, e mi rammenta che abbandonata Dio, come è tanto buona e tanto bella. Ah sì, certo, ah sì, certo, il pochettone, ti appresto la canzone che stava nella destra e vedeva cantare, chi ne notò, guardate, egli ha due bracci di rosso sulla faccia, prendi la mia chitarra e lo accompagna, io sono sì tremante, ma Samadama vuole, sì, lo vuole, manco parole. Voi che sapete che cos'è l'amor, dove vedete se l'unico, dove vedete se l'unico, quello più bravo dividico, e per il nuovo capito sol, sento un affetto niente desir, ora diletto vorrei partir, cielo e poi sento l'alma e in un momento tornascela, qui cercam bene fuori di me, non so che tiene, non so cos'è, sospiro e scemo senza saper, abito e tremo senza voler, non trovo pace, non te ne devo che mi fa. Bravo, che bella voce! Io non sapevo che cantossi si bene! Oh, in verità, egli fa ben tutto quello che fa. Presso a noi bel soldato, Figaro vi informò, Tufts mi disse, lasciatemi vedere. Andrà benissimo, siamo di uguale statura, giù quel manto. Che fai? Niente paura. E se qualcuno entrasse? Entri, che mal facciamo? La porta chiuderò. Ma come puoi acconciarmi i capelli? Spudami cuffia, prendi nel gabinetto, presto. Che carta è quella? La patente che sollecita gente. La mia ora di basilio. Dalla fretta, obligato noi sigillo. Il sigillo di chi? La patente. Aspetto che premura. Ecco la cuffia. Spicciati, sta bene. Miserabili noi, se il conte viene. Venite, ginocchiatevi. Restate fermo lì. Restate, restate, restate fermo lì. Restate fermo lì. Pian piano via, giratevi. Bravo, va ben così. La faccia ravvolgetevi. Alla gli a me, alla gli a me. Drittissimo, drittissimo, guardatemi, guardatemi. Madama, madama, qui non è. La faccia ravvolgetevi. Alla gli a me. Drittissimo, guardatemi. Madama, madama, qui non è. Madama, qui non è. Restate fermo. Ormai giratevi. Guardatemi. Più alto quel colletto. Le ciglia un po' più basso. Le mani sotto il petto. Vedremo pascia il passo. Quando sarete in piedi. Vedremo pascia il passo. Quando sarete in piedi. Mirate quel cielo, mirate quanto è bello, che forma guardatura, che mezzo, che figura,
So now for something completely different. We go to a chorus line by Marvin Hamlish. This was a groundbreaking musical at the time. Still is, kind of. And here we meet three. So they're in the chorus line, and the director who's auditioning them is asking them to tell stories about themselves so he can decide who he wants in the cast. So not just based on their dancing, but based on who they are. And he wants to know who they really are. And so here we meet three women, and they're all in the same number because ballet had a big impact on their lives. So they tell their stories in this number. You'll also get to see Mick, so all three of them were singing a classical piece, and now this is a completely different style for them. A chorus line.
Daddy always thought that he married beneath him. That's what he said, that's what he said. When he proposed, he informed my mother he was probably her very last chance. And though she was 22, though she was 22, though she was 22, she married him. Life with my dad wasn't ever a picnic, more like a come as you are. When I was 5, I remember my mother dug earrings out of the car. I knew that they weren't hers, but it wasn't something you want to discuss. He wasn't warm. Well, not to her. Well, not to us. But everything was beautiful at the ballet. Graceful men lift lovely girls in white. Yes, everything was beautiful at the ballet. Hey, I was happy at the ballet. That's when I started class. Up a steep and very narrow stairway to the voice like a metronome. Up a steep and very narrow stairway. It wasn't paradise. It wasn't paradise. It wasn't paradise. But it was home. Mother always said I'd be very attractive when I grew up, when I grew up. Different, she said, with a special something and a very, very personal flair. And though I was 8 or 9, though I was 8 or 9, though I was 8 or 9, I hated her. Now, different is nice, but it sure isn't pretty. Pretty is what it's about. I've never met anyone who was different, who couldn't figure that out. So beautiful, I'd never live to see. But it was clear, if not to her, well then to me, that everyone is beautiful at the ballet. Every prince has got to have his swan. Yes, everyone is beautiful at the ballet. I was pretty. Up a steep and very narrow stairway to the voice like a metronome. Up a steep and very narrow stairway. It wasn't paradise. It wasn't paradise. It wasn't paradise. But it was home. I don't know what they were for or against, really, except each other. I mean, when I was born to save their marriage, but when my father came to pick my mother up from the hospital, he said, well, I thought this was going to help, but I guess it's not. Anyway, I did live a fantastic fantasy life. I used to dance around the living room with my arms up like this. My fantasy was that it was a great hero. And he'd say, Maggie, do you want to dance? And I'd say, Daddy, I would love to dance. Do-do-do, but it was clear, do-do-do, when he proposed that I was born to help their marriage end well. That's what he said, do-do-do, that's what she said, do-do-do. I used to dance around the living room. Do-do-do, he wasn't warm, do-do-do, not to her, do-do-do. He was a great hero, and he'd say, Maggie, do you want to dance? Daddy, I would love to. Everything was beautiful at the ballet. Raise your arms and someone's always there. Yes, everything was beautiful at the ballet. At the ballet. At the ballet. Yes, everything was beautiful at the ballet. I was pretty, I was happy, I would love to. At the
So now we're back to classical. We're going to go to Dido and Aeneas. So we first have the second scene in the opera. It's the cave scene. This is the sorceress and her two witches. And they hate the queen of Carthage, Dido. And they're planning to deceive her and also destroy her in this scene. So first we see the sorceress summon her two witches.
wayward sisters, you that fright the lonely traveler by night, who like dismal ravens crying eat the windows of the dying. Appear, appear at my call, and share in the fame of a mischief shall make a Carthage flame. Appear, 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 appear. Say, Bellum, say, what's thy will? Arms are delight and mischief all our skill. Arms are delight and mischief all our skill. And mischief, mischief all our skill. The queen of Carthage, whom we hate, as we do all in prosperous state, ere sunset shall lose prince you know is bound by fate to sing Italian ground. The queen and he are now in chase. Hark! Hark! The cry comes on apace. And when they've done, my trusty elf, in form of Mercury himself, has sent from Joshatar his stay, and charged him sail tonight with all his fleet away. But ere we this will conjure for a storm. But ere we this will conjure for a storm. We'll conjure for a storm. We'll conjure for a storm. But ere we this will conjure for a storm. But ere we this will conjure for a storm. We'll conjure for a storm. We'll conjure for a storm. To more their hunting sport and I've been back to court and I'm driving back to court. To more their hunting sport and I've been back to court and driving back to court.
So our last scene is also from Dido. You'll hear Dido sing her aria, When I Am Laid in Earth. She says goodbye to her handmaiden Belinda, who is also a loyal friend. And then call the Cupids come and honor her death in a beautiful final chorus. You usually like to ask questions of the students. Do you want to know their majors? Usually, yeah?
Oh, our majors?
So, like, what class year you are, how many semesters you've been in the opera ensemble, and what your majors are.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm a junior at Tufts, and it is my, let me count this up. I think this would be my 5th semester in opera ensemble. I've been doing it since first semester freshman year, and I am a biology and music double major on the pre-med track.
Hello, I am a senior. This is my 6th semester in opera ensemble, and I am also getting a double major in science and music. I'm getting a physics major and a music major. I'm not pre-med, though.
I am actually a master's student. I am getting my master's in musicology. This is my third semester in opera ensemble. Don't quote me on that.
I'm a freshman, and this is my first semester in opera ensemble. And I'm a biochemistry major doing pre-med, and I also want to do a minor in music. So.
Hi, I'm a first-year master's student studying music composition, and this is my first semester in opera ensemble.
I'm also a freshman in my first semester of opera ensemble, and I'm also majoring in biochem on a pre-med track and minoring in music.
I am a sophomore. It's my first semester in opera ensemble, and I'm majoring in engineering psychology.
I'm a sophomore. It's my first semester in opera ensemble, and I double major in sociology and international literary studies.
Hello, I am a sophomore. This is my third semester in opera, and I am majoring in biopsychology.
Hi, I'm also a sophomore, and this is also my third semester in opera, and I'm majoring in child studies and cognitive brain science.
I'm a sophomore. This is my second semester in opera ensemble, and I'm majoring in cognitive and brain science with minors in music and theater.
So thank you so much, everyone. It's great to be back.